Hey everybody, what's up? Alex here with Off the Cuff Reviews. I'm back again to give you a new video. This is going to be a little bit of a different style of video. We're actually going to be covering 3 movies in this video instead of just one. Basically what I'm going to do is introduce each movie, and then I'm going to give a small, quick review of it. So it's not going to be like, a whole 9-minute review of one of the videos. It's going to be a quick overview of what I thought of the film, what the film's about, maybe people who made it and whatnot. And then I'm going to give you my overall score on each movie. I'm going to do this in a new series that I'm going to be calling The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But for this first one, we're actually going to be doing The Good, the Bad, and the Great, because I haven't actually watched any horrible movies lately. So we're going to be covering 3 movies that I just watched recently, and this is going to be the new series. So let's get into it. So on to the first movie that we're going to be talking about today. That movie is going to be the good movie, and that movie is Swallow. So I just watched this one not too long ago. It stars Haley Bennett, and it tells the tale of a woman who is in a relationship and has some unfortunate events take place, which leads to her eventually starting to eat things that she's not supposed to eat because she has a mental illness called pica. She eventually develops this illness and she starts eating things that she's not supposed to eat. It's very unnerving. The whole movie is very unnerving. It kind of gives you the same feeling that The Killing of a Sacred Deer gave me when I watched it. And I believe that a lot of other people kind of get that same feeling. It's kind of like a dark take on something horrible, a horrible topic, and the ending is pretty horrific to actually watch, even though it's not necessarily a horror. Like the ending is not horror, and the rest of the movie is not really necessarily horror. It's kind of like a dramatic thriller, I guess you could say, and the ending is just really dramatic and kind of hard to watch. Overall, Haley Bennett has an amazing standout performance, and with that performance and the directing and the long droning shots of each scene, it really makes you feel uneasy, and they do a really good job at drawing you into the film that way. And that's why I'm going to give that movie a B+. So on to the next movie. We're going to be talking about the bad one that I watched recently, and that is Netflix's new action film, Extraction. I did not like this one, and here's why. There's way too many action tropes. I can deal with action tropes if they really cared about the characters maybe in the movie. Like, there's no character development. It just starts off and they just throw you into like into the main character's world, but like they don't like really introduce him really. They don't flesh out the characters. You're just like basically they're trying to force you to care about them, and there's like these dramatic scenes where there's like these dramatic character building exposition scenes that don't work well in the film because you don't care about it, especially just like from the opening shot. Now, the action in the movie is good. I think where the faults come in is in the screenplay, mostly, but some of it lies in the directing style and the post-production things that they did to the film. Now, like, I don't understand what every action film... I don't understand what their obsession is with making third world countries look so yellow, dude. Like, when you watch a behind the scenes of this movie and you see what it really looks like compared to what they put it on, what the final product looks like, it's like completely different. And I get that's like a stylistic choice, but it's every single movie. It's every one. It's everyone that there's some kind of third world country, and you get this like really yellow looking. You get these really yellow looking shots, but in most of the movies, like it doesn't work, and especially this one because it looks like they ramped that color scheme way up. Like it looks like they just like hit the contrast and just like turned it all the way up after they applied this yellow color to it, and it just looks so bad. It looks so bad. It looks so unrealistic. I get that they're like trying to do like a movie, like it's supposed to be like dramatic action thriller. But so I don't like that, and I don't like the way that the screenplay was set up, and I don't like how the movie doesn't feel cohesive at all. I don't like how the characters don't feel cohesive. I don't like how I don't like how they're trying to force me to care about the characters when they don't do a good job at actually fleshing out each character itself. And just because the action scenes are good doesn't make up for all the other bad things about it, you know? So it just, I'm gonna go with this. I'm going to give this movie a C at best, maybe even a C minus. We're gonna go with a C for right now. I didn't like it. Now on to my next movie, onto the final movie of this video. We're going to be talking about one that I think is a great movie that just came out recently. Some people, it's kind of getting mixed reviews right now, but I personally really enjoyed it. This one is The Lodge. I've had this one on my watch list for a while. Finally got around to actually viewing it, and I enjoyed it. I thought Riley Keough's performance was it was kind of a standout performance. I really liked it. She was really believable in the movie. If you guys don't know, The Lodge is a movie where it kind of plays on the themes of grief and religion and things like that. And basically, it's this family who's going through a tragedy. They just lost their mother. The dad meets this new woman, played by Riley Keough, and they basically fall in love. And the kids, they don't really like her for their own reasons. You'll kind of see in the movie. They don't really like her. The movie has a lot of tension. Even like as soon as Riley Keough's character is introduced in this movie, there's a lot of tension, and it's due to the kids not liking her and her not necessarily liking the kids. It's not really that her character doesn't like the kids. It's more that like she definitely knows that they don't like her. It's mostly because they probably think the dad moved on too quick, but whatever. We'll dive into it a little bit further. But they end up going to this lodge, and they get stuck there because there's a storm. Everything just starts unraveling, and I don't want to spoil anything. So once they get to the lodge and the storm happens, everything starts unraveling. Their mental health starts unraveling. Everybody starts feeling, even the viewer starts feeling uneasy and weird. I think a lot of people don't like the ending. I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was really tense, especially some of the lead up to the final act. I thought was great. And they just did some really amazing cinematography work. The acting performances by the entire cast is great. And I just really enjoyed this one. And that's why I'm going to give it an A-. Hey everyone, if you like this, please subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, and stay tuned for more videos. I have a bunch more content coming to you. Not all of it's going to be in the car. I know I know some of the videos have been in the car, but that's just because, sometimes I like to change up the scenery a little bit. Change up the scenery for you, change up the scenery for me. I'm going to eventually drop some new videos on my personal channel. And I just launched a podcast. You can find that on Anchor FM. You can find that on Spotify, pretty much everywhere you can get your podcasts. It's still being worked out with Apple. It's going to eventually be up there. It's just taking a little while because Apple just sucks. But it'll be up on Apple Podcasts. It's up on Spotify right now. It's up on Anchor. I will drop the Anchor link below. If you want to just drop a comment, and I'll give you any other links that you guys need. If you guys need the Spotify link or the Overcast link or anything like that, just drop a comment below and I will send that to you, just so you don't have to download another app, make another account. And I bid you guys a farewell until next time. I've been Alex. This is Off the Cuff Reviews. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Stay safe.